Yeah, yo, you already know what this is. Your boy DRASTIC X repping 305, putting it down with my peoples, DJ EFN and N.O.R.E on Militainment Crazy Raw Radio. I recently had the chance to interview my dog Rick Ross. You know, love him or hate him, he's looking real big right now with that single with John Legend. He's got an album dropping April 21st, and you can expect that to be hot. And of course, it's no secret, 50 versus Rick Ross beef spiraled way out of control. Ross don't even call it a beef, man. I call it a fucking mess. So we gonna touch up on a little bit of 50, a little bit of the album. Here's some clips from my exclusive interview. Yo, what can we expect from the album, dog?
Just expect the best music. I've been making my whole career. You know what I'm saying? I'm putting it all on the line. It's all authentic. You know, Lil Wayne on the album, Kanye, Robin Thicke, The Dream, Neo, of course, Triple C's, Mass Pike Miles. So just expect some real shit.
Damn, dog, so since the beef started, everything's been crazy out of control, man. Y'all putting out videos, 50 putting out videos, diss tracks, other people putting out shit, saying it's y'all. What's the deal, man? How did this get so out of control, dog?
You know, I'm from South Florida, man, and beef in South Florida, as you can see on First 48, put people under sheets, put people under yellow tape and all that kind of stuff, you understand? So I wouldn't classify it as a beef. I just classify it as me putting them on punishment, me punishing the parody, punishing the monkey.
I feel you, dog, and you definitely standing your ground. But Ross, you gotta be a little heated at how far this shit went, man. I mean, it's way past hip-hop at this point. Videos are being released, and websites are being used to expose shit that may or may not be true. You gotta be a little upset on what's going on, and, you know, most importantly, at the end of the day, are we gonna keep this on wax?
Do I sound upset, DRASTIC X?
No, you definitely don't sound upset.
Hey, man, let me explain something to you people, man. I let monkeys do what monkeys do. We out here in the street catching the people. I'm out here in the real world. But still, you know, I'm doing me, man. Make our music group, man. We the biggest label on the up and coming. Yeah, man, we got a lot of positive things happening, man. We don't let the monkeys excite us.
Yeah, you know, above all, I think everybody should just focus on the music, man, because at the end of the day, that's what's more important. You said it yourself. If you're not making good music, then what are you doing?
I mean, everybody just want to hear classic music, you know what I mean? You know, shout out to Supreme, you know, the real prisoners of these monkeys. But, you know, as far as me, you know, we just touching the cities, man. We living life, you know what I'm saying? We ain't getting rich to not be able to go to the corner store. You know what I mean? We just keeping it 100, and we making the best music. And I feel like April 21st, you know, let the people decide. It ain't about me, you know what I'm saying? I'm on my grind. I'm going to keep doing what I do. You know, we're going to keep making classic hits. Thank everybody for making Magnificent the #1 rich nigga added record to radio. But other than that, you know, we love what's going on.
Yeah, well, you know, one thing I could say about you, Ross, because I've seen it with my own eyes, is you do give back to charity. You do give back to the community. You are in the clubs, because I be doing them clubs, man, and then I walk outside after a long night, and you on the streets, man, signing autographs, keeping it cool. You out there.
Yeah, these other dudes ain't going to do that because they can't. But other than that, you know, we focusing on South Florida. You know what I'm saying? We focusing on Triple C. We focusing on magazine. Shout out to everybody in South Florida making their music. Shout out to EFN. Shout out to N.O.R.E. Shout out to everybody that's just been paying their dues, that's making good music, man. And you know, that's what's going to thrive.
No doubt. Yo, Ross, before we wrap this interview up, I wanted to ask you about Trick Daddy, man. Last time we did an interview together, it was before Triller dropped, and there was a lot of rumors going around that you and Trick Daddy had some kind of beef, and then he wound up appearing on your album, and, you know, yeah, everything was straight. What's going on with Trick Daddy now, man? Because, you know, there's a lot of rumors. Will he be on your next album? You know, what should we believe?
Really, I'm just focusing on my label, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's my priority. So, you know, and I wish everybody success. I want everybody to do their thing. I want Trick Daddy and his label to prosper. Boy to continue to prosper. Slip and Slide to continue to prosper. Shout out to Cool and Dre. Of course, we the best. And that's what it's about. It's enough things to be handled that we all could make pop off, you feel me?
And there you have it, y'all, from the mouth of Ricky Ross himself. You know, I've known Ross for a while now, and he's worked very hard to get to the situation that he's in now. You know, he's going through some label transitions, but he's definitely showing love to everybody in 305 and the MIA. And, you know, go cop that album, man. April 21st, Deeper Than Rap, featuring Lil Wayne, Kanye West, John Legend, a whole bunch of others. I have a feeling it's going to be another classic. DRASTIC X putting it down for Militainment Crazy Raw Radio, Hip Hop Nation, EFN, N.O.R.E. Of course, thanks for always showing me love. Back to y'all.
Hey, yo, to the side, this your boy N.O.R.E. Hang Sangria, hope it's Savia. You know what is going down. DJ EFN, Hazardous Sounds, DJ KNS, and this is Militainment Crazy Raw Radio, Militainment Crazy Raw Radio, rock.
Yo. Hip Hop Nation.
The Hip Hop Nation, baby.
You know what it is, but everything in LA ain't always what it seems. You might get fooled if you come from out of town, cause we coming from Queens to get down. LA, big city of dreams, but everything in LA ain't always what it seems. You might get fooled if you come from out of town, cause we coming from Queens. LA, big city of dreams, but everything in LA ain't always what we LA, big city of dreams, but everything LA.